All right. It is Thursday night. Right here, 23. And Mr. Nick C, good evening. How we all doing tonight? So, I think we can thank Evie for me playing Final Fantasy XIV tonight. Although, very possibly, I would have streamed it anyways because I was kind of getting an itch to play a little Final Fantasy XIV. I haven't been playing it much this week. I still have been playing Scald, which is that old-timey game that I was playing last week, which is still pretty cool, but it's like a little like Baldur's Gate where you got to think about what you're doing. It's very tactical. But I do feel bad because I streamed up for what, 2.5 hours, 3 hours last week? And I just sat on the welcome screen for like 2 hours. I played for about 20 minutes, then I'm like, well, time to go to bed. So I know Brad in particular was disappointed in that development. We don't think around here. Is that true, Nick? Hello, Alali! You want to buy the whole collection of Kingdom Hearts game on Steam? That's a lot of money. See, what I'm always thinking about now is I have like over 1,000 games on Steam. I know I'm not gonna play them all. So I stopped asking myself, is it a good deal? And I'm focused now more on like, do I really want to play that right? Like, will I play that right now? And if the answer is no, I tend not to go for it. I tend to only buy games if I know I'm going to play. If I know I'm going to play it at a certain point, or I really, really think I'm going to. But there are a lot of games where I'm like, I'm interested in playing them, but then I think about it and I go, there's a really good chance I buy this game, and I end up never playing it. Which is going to be the case for most of my Steam library at this point. Well, if you love Kingdom Hearts, then, you know, could be a good deal, but I'd maybe wait for it to go on sale. I don't know. At least, I don't know, maybe that is a sale price, but $70 does not sound like a sale price to me. Now I have to look at my special website where I look at prices. It's normally $99. Kingdom Hearts. Is it called the Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece? Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that cheaper than $70. I don't know. It's a tall order. Is that even out yet? Alright, well, I'm not going to mess anymore with that. Oh, just released at 11 a.m. Okay, yeah, my aggregate website had where you can compare all the prices. Basically said, release date, question mark? Like, I don't know. Or not applicable, it says. Although it does give that price. This game, I don't know how they come up with their deal ratings, but that price has a deal rating of 0.2 out of 10. So, not exactly a gotta grab it now kind of price. That's all I'm saying. At least according to the algorithms from my sources. Let's see, deal rating. Let me see if they have a thing about what deal rating means from their website. About. How do you rate deals? We rate deals on a number of factors. A few of these include how new the game is, what size discount is offered, the Metacritic rating, and how fresh the deal is. So there's some subjectivity to it. And there's probably other sites. A site I use called Cheap Shark. I've been using it for years. And I have I have alerts set up so certain games, if they drop below a certain price, I get an email notification. Let's see. What's at the top of the list? The top listed game, see, it doesn't always mean you're going to want to get it, is a Trans-Siberian Railway Simulator on sale for $19.78 on Steam. Regular price, $39.98, released on May 30th. Never heard of it before. And then the second one is Redout 2, which is free on the Epic Game Store right now. Let me see. Sometimes things end up weird. We've got 5 of the top slots are The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing, which are on sale for about $7. Back for Blood Ultimate Edition on sale for $9. Anything I actually give a shit about or recognize? Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Digital on Good Old Games, 90% off at $7. Hey Jeff, is that one of the top ways of determining a deal's rating? Is how much cock is in it? Speaking of cock, I was playing a space game this week. I got a little bit sucked into playing No Man's Sky in VR. But I didn't want to stream No Man's Sky, either in VR or not in VR. Didn't feel like streaming it. It was something I considered. So I have some apologies. I'm a little worried because Brad didn't even answer when he had a chance to promote Scald again. But I realized that Brad sent me some private messages this week just about the games on Humble Choice, and I forgot to answer him. So maybe he's upset. Evie, you sent me a message too. I forgot to answer that too. I realize as I'm setting up stream, I try to be like, okay, anyone send me messages that I didn't answer, then I'll try to bring it up on stream. I'll try to remember. So, what was it? You've been playing The Longest Journey, and you guys stuck. So you've been watching my playthrough. Longest Journey is probably my most complete Let's Play VOD series that I ever did, because it's 3 games. I did all 3 from beginning to end. And now I will say that first one, I got stumped a lot. And I think what I did on I don't know if you got far enough to see this, in places where I get stumped, sometimes I'll go in fast motion, and I'll just show myself being stumped at high speed. Or I just pause it. I just cut away. I Google it. Usually just Google whatever it is you're stuck on, how do I get the robot's head on? Longest Journey, how do I get the robot's head on? I just made that up. I don't think there's any puzzle where you have to put a robot's head on. And then usually you'll get taken straight to some FAQ or forum or something you click on, and someone's typed, you have to look underneath on the bottom, and there's a number, and you have to push the number or something. Oh, okay. So, but the second 2 games in the series, I got stuck a little bit in the second 2, but puzzle games back in the 90s were really tough, like Myst, and those games were meant to be really really stump you, and that was part of the genre. And those kind of games have gotten a little further away from that. Like if you play the Walking Dead Telltale games, those are technically the same genre. And occasionally you have to figure out how to get to the next part in those games, but you're very rarely sitting there for like an hour and a half clicking the same things over and over again and having no idea what to do. And that's how they made those games in the 90s, where like the part of it was you'd be so absolutely stumped that you literally have to go to bed, and then you'd be like at work the next day sweeping the floor, and you go, oh, I forgot to look at the underhead of that robot's head. I haven't done the last Walking Dead game. I did the first two main ones, and I did the 100 Days, the one with the Michonne or whatever, but I didn't do the final one. Because at some point, it's been so long, at some point I'm going to have to do them all, like start all over again and do it again. Yeah, those games, so, and in that playthrough that I did, I tried to, my rule, and I think I was pretty open about this in the playthrough, it's like, I'm going to try and figure it out, but if I'm getting to the point where I'm just not having fun, it's like, I don't have the patience for that kind of shit. So, if I'm not having fun, and what would happen is, back in the day, I just wouldn't finish the games. And now it's like, if I'm enjoying the game, but I get stuck on a puzzle to the point where I don't want to play it, I'm just going to look up how to solve that puzzle. And hopefully move on to the next one. And just keep playing and keep enjoying the game. So, and you said you've been playing Final Fantasy. 26 hours. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been playing that this much. Are you still playing your warrior? I've been playing... Well, I've mostly been playing another class. I started a class called an Arcanist, which I think I'm going to play tonight. It's not Lauric Hawk. It's another... I think it's a Thandros. That's another common name that I use in RPGs, especially for casters. And I think I'm going to keep playing Lauric Hawk on if I play on my Steam Deck, because the number of abilities used by that class is the straight healer class of the White Mage. It's pretty minimal. Whereas the Summoner, or the Arcanist, turns into a Summoner later. They got a lot of fucking buttons. And the way you have to play on Steam Deck, like, I don't want to deal with that many abilities. All the classes will end up getting more over time. But the Arcanist, like, right out of the gates, like, just in the first few levels, all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, I've got a lot of abilities. Whereas with the White Mage, it was like, the damage over time, main attack, main attack, main attack, damage over time, main attack, main attack. Oh, am I dying? Heal. All right, damage over time. And the damage over time lasts 30 seconds. So it's mostly just like attack spell. Attack, like, it's real basic. Which, it's one of the things I liked and didn't like about the White Mage was just that simplicity. It's so low stress to just be like, I only got 3 buttons to push at a pretty leisurely pace. And aside from that, I'm just going to enjoy the world that I'm walking around in and the story and like all the shit that's happening. You were only level 12. Now you're level 21. And you have locked the Yokai Watch stuff. Okay. Sorry, Brad. I even put it in the description of the stream. The description of the stream says, sorry, Brad. Because I knew this moment would come. Where's Pool of Radiance? I was really torn, Brad, between playing Scald again, because I did feel bad that you were interested in that game, and I sat on the welcome screen for 2.5 hours, played it for 15 minutes, and then went to bed. But I also didn't necessarily want to deal with all the tactical Baldur's Gate group management stuff. I kind of didn't feel like doing that tonight. Which is why Final Fantasy started feeling appealing again. You did want Scald? Yeah, I thought you probably would. But I thought I'd throw it out there. And I actually was planning on streaming Scald. But I just really started over the last hour leading up to the stream feeling like I kind of want to I think I want to play Final Fantasy. And then, like, I even told my wife about it. I can't decide what to play. Because one thing, too, like, last time when I did Final Fantasy, Taya showed up, which is, on one hand, is cool, but then the second hand, I just sat there gawking at Calatea's maxed out character classes for an hour and a half and then ended the stream. And I was like, oh, that doesn't usually happen when I'm doing MMOs. But I was like, I get really, if I run into someone else that I know in stream, I can get really distracted and just not play the game at all. Like if I want to play the game, but the thing is, I think about all the times I've streamed MMOs, and that's only happened a couple times. And again, not like I wasn't upset with Taya. I thought it was really cool that her character showed up. But then I was like, I hope every time I log into this game, someone doesn't show up, though. You know? Oh, no. Oh, Brad is working from home, so you even, you wouldn't have missed a moment of Scald. I feel extra bad, Brad. My assumption is that you don't have any interest in Final Fantasy XIV. Is that correct? You have interest in Scald, but absolutely no interest. You know, Evie, though, I threw the comment on Discord, and Evie responded to it pretty quick with great enthusiasm towards Final Fantasy XIV. And that's what pushed me over the edge. I kind of wanted to play Final Fantasy XIV anyways. And just the tremendous enthusiasm from Evie was like, you know what? I know this is going to be disappointing to Brad, but I kind of want to play this. Now, look, I got Evie all excited. Yeah, I had the first Kingdom Hearts game, and it was always one of those games. I've never finished it. It was always one of those games where I was like, I mean, there were times where I was like, this is really enchanting. Like, this is pretty neat. But I always was like, I didn't have fun playing it or whatever. So I don't know. It's that action combat. It's all that action combat I'm going to do. Like, if they could just do a turn-based, like the original Final Fantasy, that's one of the reasons why I haven't finished a Final Fantasy game since Final Fantasy X. At least not like a main series non-MMO. I haven't finished MMO either, but I didn't finish 12, didn't finish 13, didn't finish 15. 16 will come out on PC in a couple years, I'm sure, and I won't finish that either. It's basically, once they stopped doing turn-based combat, I stopped finishing their games. So, speaking of turn-based combat, Brad, I see you've been playing Dragon Quest XI. How's that been going? I see the thing popping up. I've been in this whole, like, turn-based thing. I'm playing Scald. I was playing Legend of Heroes. I was all this close to playing Dragon Quest a few weeks ago. I just need to settle down, buckle down to finish a game. Not watching Scald happy, but still happy. Okay. Your best friend at work's thinking of switching departments to work at your department. She's unhappy with the current position. Well, I wish her the best of luck finding happiness with switching departments. And then if you guys got to work in the same department, maybe that's cool too. I don't know. Or maybe you're like, man, this friend of mine is just always around. She won't even let me work in my own department. I'm getting tired of it. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. So Brad, are you committed? Are you like, you're going this time? Because you never finished it before, right? Are you buckled down with Dragon Quest XI this time? Because you got it before I did. I think you streaming it however many years ago when it first came out is part of the reason I ended up buying it. And then I never finished it either. Oh, you did? You got a bad ending. Okay, so you did finish it. I didn't remember that. And then, and the other thing, and I mentioned this, I think, before you came, is that both you and Evie sent me private messages that I forgot to answer. So I already answered Evie's. I mentioned that you had one still. It was about, you're talking about the humble choice games. So I want to address that. Now that I forgot to say anything offline, just be sure never to ask me any super personal questions that you don't want me to share on the next Thursday stream. Because if I forget, I'll probably bring it up if I remember during the stream. Let's see. All right. Yeah, Brad was, oh yeah. We were talking about books last week, and Brad, it sounds like you're going to read Raymond Feist. Have you, like, been reinvigorated to try the Raymond Feist series? I didn't get a haircut, Brad. I need a haircut real bad. All I did is I stopped doing the thing where I comb it forward and do the faux hawk thing because it's too big right now. So, this is just me styling my hair like a normal adult, where I just, like, brush it to the side. I part it and kind of brush it to the side. And don't try any elaborate, like I think I'm 20 years old in 1998 faux hawks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't feel like wearing my Under Armour hat again this week. Although I was this close. I think I'm on camera for our weekly team meetings that I do on Thursday, and I did wear the Under Armour hat at the weekly meeting. But before the stream, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fix up my hair. So fix up my hair so I can go on stream. We got Millie. Millie is still sedated from her surgery. She's been recovering, but getting more and more like super hyper and amped. And one day, like after the seventh or eighth day, they said you can start letting them do more activities. And so I kind of let her be the guide on how active she should be. And I think she got so hyper, I think she hurt herself. Like I think she wasn't feeling well afterwards. So then Amanda was like, "You played with her too much. Now she's in pain." And I was like, "Oh." So, and also we got her like, was it Tramadol and gabapentin that they gave us as, like, to relax her, like the de-stressor, because she's got a lot of energy. If she can't go outside and run and do a bunch of crazy physical shit, she starts getting crazy. So that's why they gave her this stuff, because they can't be getting crazy when they're recovering from the surgery. So that's why you give them these sedatives to calm them down so they don't get crazy, because they're not allowed to go run, act like a fool. I know I didn't kill her, but I did decide that I was going to do a regular stream. I blocked off my door so she can't get in. Got the green screen, because I can't do the green screen when she has access to the room either. I just think she'd end up destroying it. Like, she'd be like, where? Because it sort of blocks me off from the rest of the room when this green screen is up. And so she is coming in and out of my room, and she's like, oh, what's this thin material blocking me from my second favorite person? I think Amanda's her main person. I don't know. She vacillates. Your parents have cows on their farm, and their bull ended up cutting himself on the fence. He's been at the vet. Isn't getting any better. Your mom's super worried. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't kill her though. So Brad, have you been reading Raymond Feist? Did you you made it sound like you were ready to jump back into Raymond Feist and just go through it. Amazon show where rich English asshole starts farming. I haven't heard of that either. And now I'm going to look at the humble choice games, because the new humble choice came out. There's Risk of Rain 2, which Brad points out is totally good, but not for you. I feel the same way. I bought Risk and Rain 2 on sale like a year or two ago because there was so much hype about it. And there were people even saying, like, even if you don't usually like this kind of game, this is so special. You just try it. I guarantee you'll like it. So I was like, it was on sale. So I bought it. I played it for a couple hours, and I was like, as anticipated, it's not hooking me. I never played it again. Maybe if I get in the right mood, I'll try it again. But I'm very rarely in the mood for a game that's just like, hey, it's a shooter. Shooty, shoot, shoot, shoot. What are you doing? You shoot. You shoot stuff fast. Shooty, shoot, shoot. Oh, you're doing... Revelation Space is about the law? Oh, then a book about the law. Oh my god, Brad. Is it going to be about income taxation? Or is it going to be about evidence? Have you decided to look up, to look into a book about evidence on your own, Brad? The originalism trap? Is that the law book you're talking about? That sounds like a constitutional law theory. The originalism trap. Okay, yeah, so it's like a legal, political stuff. Yeah, is it originalism, the people that think that they are, like, when the Constitution was written, it was perfect, so now we got to treat it like the Bible? Where it's like, no, we have to think about exactly what a person in the 1700s meant for us to be doing right now. And we can never deviate from that. It's like, no, we do evolve over time as a society. And in fact, the Constitution was written to accommodate that sort of evolution over time. How it's being abused. Yeah, okay. And really get it. It's that good, huh? Oh, it's got a ton of rating. And there's an Audible version of it too. You know what? I'm going to put on my book list. I'm going to put on my... I keep a book list to look at stuff that people that recommend stuff to me, and then so I can remember it later and take a closer look. Because, you know, usually I read a bunch of Stephen King and horror movies, horror books, and sci-fi books, and all the other stuff. Once in a while, it's nice to read something that, like, matters. I don't know. It's speaking about something in real life. All right, well, thanks for the recommend. Whoa, wait, what was that other one you were reading? The Revelation Space. I want to put that on my list too. Since you how is that one, Brad? I mean, I know you've recommended it to me, but the recommendation was, I'm reading this, so you should too. I wasn't sure if you thought the book was like, I gotta tell everyone to read this, or if it was just like a book club thing, like, hey, I'm reading this, and if you read it, we can talk about it. Oh, you think it's great? Okay. Oh, it's a trilogy too. Are you reading the whole trilogy? Oh, it's a good price. The first one, the audiobook's $8. All right, I'm gonna put it on my list too. Look into that later, because I've been itching for a good sci-fi series, and I actually got a ton of audiobooks and sci-fi using my Audible credits, but I've been having a hard time really getting into any of them, which is not a great argument for me to get another one, but still. You tend to read the trilogy, not all at once. Okay. So, what else did you say? You said, but what the fuck is Knights of Honor 2? It's a THQ Nordic game, so it's definitely not good. Yeah. That one looks... I don't know. It looks very generic. And, Battle Sector... Warhammer Battle Sector, also on Humble this week. Or this month. Also looks like a fairly generic, like, strategy thing. It's got a pretty good... Like, people like it. People think it's a good game. It just looks fairly generic. Like, I don't look at it and go, holy shit, now there's a game that stands out. of all the games that I want to play, this one's rising to the top. It's more like, if I ever got around to it and I was in the right mood for that kind of game, it'd probably be decent. But there's so many other games that are not this generic, and there are probably other games in this genre that I'd find first before I play this. And of course they do, I know you're not into this, Brad, but they do have Empyrean Galactic Survival, which over the years I've sunk a stupid number of hours into. I haven't played it a lot. It's been several years since I've really gotten lost in it, but I was pleased to see it on there. I mean, that's one of those games that's been on sale for like $9 a bunch of times. But I know that's not your jam at all, Brad. I know it's not your jam. I'm just saying that I don't know that necessarily that this is a bad month. It's just a bad month for you. Because this is what they do every month. They'll have usually 1 or 2 games that are really like worth it, but not for everyone. Risk of Rain is the perfect example. That's a game that people are fucking love. The people that like it fucking love it. But it's like, I'm not into it. Anyways, so I just thought I'd give you my feedback that I tend to agree. There's nothing on here this month for me that I'm gonna play. There's probably stuff I'll give away in October. Probably get Risk of Rain and Empyrean. It'll be on my giveaway list in October. That's exciting for somebody. All right. October, yeah, it's already June. We're practically there. I think we're closer to October. Now we're closer to October than we are away from Christmas. So, yeah, it's unanimous. All 2 of my audience members love October. Let me see, is there anyone else? I think Nick also likes October. And he might still be here too. It says I got 6 viewers, which means there's more than just Brad and Evie in here. Maybe Ali and Nick are still here. And Jeff Harbaugh. If I say it messed up. And maybe Madros is here too. Who knows? And maybe Taya is like, maybe Taya is Final Fantasy stalking me. It's quiet on the down low. Because she's like, I don't want to distract G-Law like I did last time he played Final Fantasy. And derail his ability to focus on his stream. Because he's not a very good streamer. She's like, if I'd known he would have spent the next hour and a half staring at my character, I would never have logged on. And then you think Alex is the mysterious 6th silent person. So, yeah, I don't know if he'd be that excited to see me play Final Fantasy 14, but my attention is always diverted, but sometimes it's worse than others. And I've gotten better, I think, over the years at focusing a little bit on the game. A little bit. Maybe, who am I kidding? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Good old Alex. And Jeff also does like Halloween. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Well, I can at least, I'm gonna log into Final Fantasy in the background. Maybe I'll just go in the game. I can hang out in the game as well as I can hang out on a welcome screen. See, now that I've responded to your Discord comments. I can close that window.
45 seconds to game.
Now, hopefully this does not crash my stream, because last time I streamed this, when I actually launched the game of Final Fantasy XIV, it crashed my stream, and then I had to reboot my computer. It crashed my whole computer. I think it was an OBS problem. All right, guess don't crash. Okay, OBS still looks good. OBS still looks good. You could do nothing in game just as easily as doing nothing on a waiting screen. Oh, here we go. That's right, Nick. And Nick is still here waiting for October. I just saw that. So, this is my, oh wait, no, Vandals. It says Conjurer? Oh! Okay, that's right, because you can multi-class. Okay, never mind, I'm going in. I was like, he's not a Conjurer. The Conjurer is the class that leads into being a white mage. But then I remembered I was leveling him in Conjurer as a secondary class. I'll switch back to his main class. Am I a Jedi? Maybe. Nah. I mean, the Conjurers are kind of like, they're kind of like goody two-shoe healer guys are like Jedi. He does look like a Jedi. Uh-oh. I heard some kind of notification. I hope that's not... I'm gonna log in and Teo will be there, and I'll be like, all right. Oh, wow, my interfaces look so tiny. What's a Vieira? Oh, but see, this is I'm not gonna do this quest now. I'm gonna switch him over to, because this is where all you do is switch weapons and you can switch class. So right now, he is a he's a level 10 Conjurer, which is like the main, sort of like the main healer type class. Oh, they're rabbit. I think there might be rabbit women. I can look, actually. Let me see. A lot. Return to title screen. Start. Now I'm curious. And I think there are also a couple of races that you have to pay to get to do. But yeah, I'm not going to create a new character, but we can at least see. Oh yeah, Vieira is... You had a registered license to Shadowbringers is required. Okay, so there's a... That's, I think, the third expansion? The third or the fourth expansion? I can't remember which. I probably have access to this on the... Because I have a copy... I have an account where I own the first few expansions. I think up through Shadowbringers. But that's the one that I can't play without paying a monthly subscription. And part of the... And also, it's not on Steam. So the appeal of this is it works well on my Steam Deck, and I can play the first 2 expansions without paying anything. So... Which makes me feel good. But yeah, so yeah, I could do that one. The other one is Hrothgar. That also... Which one do you need for this? Shadowbringers for both of them. So what I could do... Is there a little cat? I could be a little cat guy. Does that count, Brad? Be a little kitty cat boy. And he's got a cat. He's got a cat tail and everything. So I'm not going to play it right now, but you know, it is no rabbit ears, but I don't have the rabbit ear person unlocked. So, but yes, in fact, you can play Vieira if you have all the expansions. bunny beats cat. That's fair. I want to say it was a big deal a couple years ago when Asmongold quit playing WoW for a little while to play Final Fantasy, and he really liked it. And I think that's what he kept saying about Final Fantasy before he ever played it. He's like, I just can't play a game that's where all the characters have rabbit ears or something. I like Asmongold. Alright, so yeah, he's a 10th level conjurer, which is what leads into becoming a white mage, which is the prototypical healer class for this. Like, there are a few different classes that heal, but this is the milk toastiest, healiest healer of the healers class, which I like. But the other one he's playing is Arcanist. This is sort of his main. Now you can see his health got put in half, and that's because he's actually now a level 23 Arcanist. These guys, they evolve into a class called Summoner, which brings all sorts of cool shit. And then one of the other specialty that levels concurrently with the Summoner is, I believe it's the Sage. And they are another healer class, but they focus on shielding people instead of... They do heals, but they focus more on preventative damage, like damage soaking shields instead of heals. Why should I not like Asmongold, Brad? What do you got against Asmongold? I'm gonna have to remember how to play this guy. Oh, shit. Is this the guy that I joined the guild? I need to get out of that shit. I was on my Steam Deck and someone invited him to some, like, newbies training guild. And now that I'm in it, like, I don't want to deal with this shit. How do I get out of it? Leave. I could probably just filter that out, but... This guy's level 23. I'm trying to remember the highest level character that I have from, my other account where I finished the main base game and I started the expansion content. I think he's in his... I think 50th level used to be the cap, and I think that's what he is, level, like, 50. Wait, where the hell am I? How did I get lost? I appear to have gotten lost. Oh. I just forgot which part of the town I was in. So yeah, you probably like this one, Evie, because this guy, he's a summoner. So his thing is about pets. So let me see. And he's got a little pet. It looks like almost like a little blue Eevee. It's called a carbuncle. And it follows him around. See, look at there. He follows him around and helps him fight. Well, it's just part of this character class. This character class, his whole thing is summoning things that he uses in combat. And this is his main little pet that helps him fight. It transforms into like a fire version and different elements and stuff. Enough of this. Time for some Pool of Radiance. I'm surprised you're real serious, Brad. You might try to push me to play Scald, because that's a That's a retro-ish game that I'm likely to be tempted to play. Oh, Pool of Radiance. They're a long shot. Hey, you know what? Already since I've launched this game, I've played more Final Fantasy than I did the entire last time. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. Right now I'm on this, like, mission. I've got to meet with the leaders of the 3 cities to try and help some ceremony that they do, and they need to band together to face the, like, this common shit that's going on. Oh, are you not Thandros Summergrave, the Lominsian envoy? On behalf of all at Highwind Skyways, and wasn't Highwind the name of the airship from Final Fantasy VII? May I say what an honor it is to serve you? Will you be flying with us today? Yes. I have not considered Super Mega Baseball. Also, I am not quite good at it. So, not to be negative, a negative Ned about everything. Alright, time for a little boat ride. I'm gonna board the airship. Hey, it's Mega Eevee 7. Not the best Eevee on the internet, but, you know, as we always say, as I always say. I like the music in all of the main towns. It's been a long time since I've been in this town. Like, when the music starts playing, I'm like, oh. And they've got a daytime and a nighttime version of it. Grounded looks like a good game. The funny thing is I think I tried it on Game Pass, and the field of view was a little tight. To where it was like... And it was also not done yet. Oh wait, I need to go this way. Is the audio in this really low for you guys? Or is it just my headset that's low? It could just be my headset. It's fine, okay. Murder Carbuncle, this is my main weapon, Brad. It's like telling me to murder my magic wand. Sound is fine, okay. Then I think it's just in my headset. I'll turn my headset up then. For myself. Welcome to Ul'dah, sir. We've been expecting you. The Flame General Raban will receive you in the Fragrant Chamber. That sounds like a euphemism for somebody's butt. The Fragrant Chamber? Sorry. Now that I'm a 50-year-old man, I should be more mature. Never mind, now I think about it, my dad he got more into, like, butt and poop jokes when he got in his 70s, so... Maybe just on the downhills. Welcome. Would you mind kissing my fragrant chamber, please? Alright, sorry. Please take the lift down to the Husting Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. I was told to come down here and kiss a fragrant chamber of some kind. Alright, we're going to Husting Strip. This is if I recall, this is kind of a complicated city. Like, I used to get lost in this city before I figured out how to get around in it. There's lots of different zones. Oh, Oh, I think there's a one of these shards. Gotta attune to these shards so you can teleport to them later. Wait, didn't I have a setting so if I zoom all the way in? Character configuration. Camera controls. Switch to first person when fully zoomed in. Yes, I like it when that. I like that. So if I want to get like an immersive look around in the first person, I go like this. I can see it all. My little carbuncle. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, carbunky. There we go. All right, now I got to get serious and figure out what the hell I'm doing. Oh, I think I'm approaching the fragrant chamber. There's Bartholomew. The Lumensian Envoy. Is it Envoy or Envoy? Or either one? I feel like we've been through this before. On my stream. And I was told either one works. I'm not sure, though. Envoy or Envoy? Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear? My thanks. Alright, gonna hand over the letter to the general. Ah, yes, the Admiral's seal. Please proceed. Envoy, okay.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Mervin says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Now, this is one of the things that I complained about, I think when I streamed this a couple years ago, that I did hear it gets better with the expansions. But, like, with the budget these guys have, I don't know why they didn't voice act more of this game. But it's like, occasionally they have pretty decently voice acted scenes, but then randomly it'll cut out to no voice acting. And it's like, well, why? Like, why? Anyways. Cartano. I remember the bloody Cartano. It gets better with playing Scald, where there's no voice acting, no expectations, no disappointments. Scald, I am enjoying Scald quite a bit. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? Yeah. So my counterparts have educated you. Khan E's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind is on that subject. Yeah, it was like the head of the forest town said to tell this guy that her pet's giving her trouble. Didn't tell me what that meant. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use the Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by the legitus Solus Zos Galvus, they swiftly brought other nations of Ilsabard to heel. And so the legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights on Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders. As their commander, Legatus Gaius von Belsar has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us. And not only Ul'dah, but Gordania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. The Old Republic was fully voice acted at first. Was it later not fully voice acted? I guess I never got far enough in to discover that as being a thing. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, the elder Seedseer would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we are to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Merlwyb will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. I can now make use of airship routes connecting the three nations. You have to pay, gotta pay for it. Okay, fair enough. And my next quest is right here. Nice! Minions! You have obtained a whistle with which you can summon your very own minion. To learn Call Minion action, you must first use the whistle. Once you have used the item, a new entry will appear in your minion guide found under the character in the main menu. You can either initiate the action from this menu or drag an icon set. Okay, do I have to, where's this whistle? Character, actions, class, role, traits, orders. Wait, what is this? You obtained a whistle. Do I have the whistle? Is this it? I can now summon the airship minion. Oh, where's that? General. All right. Use the whistle. Once you've used the item, a new entry will appear in your minion guide found under character in the main menu. Main menu, character. All right. I'm assuming that was the whistle they were talking about. Minion guide found under character in the main menu. You can either initiate action from this menu or drag the icon and set it to one of your heart bars to initiate it from there. I'm not seeing. Is it here? Oh, minion guide. It's its own entry. Okay, never mind. To send your minion away, simply reselect the summoning icon. Minions can be summoned and dismissed at any time, and the whistle has no recast timer. Once you have learned the summoning action, you never lose it, and it can be used with all classes and jobs. You can only summon one minion at a time. I think these are cosmetic minions. While minions do not generate any enmity, neither will they participate in battle. If you're KO'd, your minion will simply wander off back to wherever it rests until you call once again. So let me call this minion out. Ooh. It's a little airship. It's a wind-up airship. Very cool. Is this online Final Fantasy or is that 50? This is online. Final Fantasy 14 is online. I mean, Final Fantasy 15, some of the Final Fantasies feel almost like MMOs, except they're single player, but this is definitely the online one. All right, let me talk to Bartholomew again. Bartholomew has information that may be of interest to you. Okay. Ah, my Lord Envoy. See what I did there, Nick? I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. I mean, this is a little bit... It must be the main story quest taking me there, because this is the guy that when... Limsa Lominsa is the starting city for my character class. Each character class has a different starting city, or there's a few in each city. And the guy that he's talking about is sort of like your main quest giver in that city if you're a starting character in that town. It is a lot of reading. That's why I would like it. I would like it if we get to the part where there's more voice acting. I'll be honest. No, sometimes I have fun doing the reading. I won't lie, but a lot of times that's not what I want to do. And I want to spend a whole stream like, rah, 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 rah. Especially given that there's a very good chance that most of the people watching my streams don't give it half a shit what the NPCs in my game are saying. You know what doesn't make you read? A little 27 innings of baseball. All right. I think I might run around this town and pick up all the teleportation points, though. And they have the main crystal that so I can teleport back here too when I want to, without having to take an airship. If I can remember how the hell to get around. This city is so flippin' huge. This is probably the most confusing of the three. There's three main cities in the base game. It's probably the most confusing of them. Because like most of it's like a giant castle or something. It's huge. Multi-leveled. I mean, it's pretty cool. All right, looks like we got another one over here. Yeah, in this playthrough, I'm not even messing with crafting professions. But there's a ton of crafting professions too. So this is sort of like outside. It's a cool city. Let's see, there's another teleporter. Oh, there's three more teleporters in this segment of the city. All right. Oh, yeah, there is. I'm like, where is it on the map? My guy's actually staring at it. All right. I think I go down this way. I'll find another one. And then if I go this way, this city's like a maze. There, okay, there's this one. I think if I just go this way, I'll get to like the other area of the city. I'm just hoping I'm not like, oh, I dumped outside. Like, whoops, I accidentally exited the city. Which did not happen. Okay. Teleporter over here. This is like the Black Mages Guild. So this is the first time that any of my characters has left their home city since I've been playing this year. So he hasn't been to this city yet, and I haven't explored this city for like 3 years or however long it's been. So it's a little bit. I remember that it was kind of confusing to navigate. And I remember I really liked the music of this city. This is the nighttime variation of it, and I think it's pretty. But the daytime variation is nice too. The daytime, it's basically the same theme, but a more lively version of it. Very Final Fantasy. Yeah, there's so much about the design of this game that I really, really like. And music is one of them. But just the way the cities look and feel. It's like, there's really no other MMO that does it like this. And it's very Final Fantasy. I think I can teleport back home without taking the airship now. Let's see, teleport. Well, let's see what the pricing is, though. So my home city teleportation, 228. I'm just curious to see if I take the airship, if I'll shave any money if I take the airship. Is this where there's a cool inn that's sort of like your home base if you... Yeah, here it is. This place is pretty cool. I'm not going to hang out in here, but if you're a character class that starts in this town, in this city, this is, this tavern restaurant thing is like your main base of operations, which is kind of cool. Through the course of the main quest, no matter where you start, you end up going all these places anyways. Well, I think Evie, your character, you started out as a warrior. I think the warrior starts in this city. You familiar with this city? Have you gotten lost in here? Alright, how the hell do I get up to the, Well, I think can I just teleport to where the airstrip is? This is old, whatever. Ul'dah. This is Ul'dah. This should be the city where you started. In fact, I think the Goldsmiths Guild, Miners Guild, Weavers Guild. I say the Warriors Guild is right around here somewhere. Gladiators Guild. Is that what you've started your character with as a gladiator? Oh, maybe the warrior does start in a different town. Okay, whatever. Oh, there's a couple guilds I didn't unlock yet. Oh well, doesn't matter. Fireflies Adventurers Guild. Husting Strip. Neighbor of Rule. Oh, there's the Alchemist Guild. I can grab that one real quick while I'm here. Oh, wait a minute. Now I ended up on a different level. Okay, now I know. I need to go... It's quite the labyrinth. I need to go through this door... and then down the hallway. And then I'll be at the teleporter. And yeah, you're a gladiator. Okay. And then it's what? I think at level 20, or maybe it's level 30 when it goes to your advanced classes. And I think that's when you become is it a warrior? Or you have a couple choices of what you can level. Is there a paladin? Now I can't remember. At level 30, what you can turn into. Yeah, your classes determine. Because each of the 3 main towns has the training guild for only some of the classes. Merchant Strip. Airship Landing. Okay. I gotta constantly look at the map here. Who am I lying? Who am I kidding? I have to check the map and all the towns. But this one is by far, it's like a maze. It's multi-leveled all over the place. So yeah, the Summoner White Mage one does the Forest City, which is, I don't know, it depends on my mood. I would say it's my favorite, but I like all the cities for different reasons. Because they've all got, that's one other thing I really like about this game is the cities are not generic. Like, each of them has a very, very stylized feel. Let's see, how do I get through here? Talk to the ticketer. I want to go to Limsa, Laminsa. Oh, it is cheaper to fly. Okay. It's cheaper to fly than teleport. Note to self. Yeah, it's definitely confusing, Evie. But the first time I was in that city, I was overwhelmed to the point of being frustrated. It was so confusing to figure out where the fuck I was or where I needed to go. And then I started, it's still confusing, but I can navigate it better now. Like, because I kind of know what to expect. You feel the same way, Alali? You've played a bit of this game, right? You know, if you're responding to what I'm saying. All right, so this is my home city. It's like a pirate. It's like a pirate themed, but it's like Disney version of pirates. And this one can be a little confusing to get around too, but it's not, it doesn't seem as confusing. So this is the home. This is like my home place in here. The home tavern. But you can see this place feels a lot different than the other place, but it's still very cool, very magical. It's like pirate mystical castles overlooking the sea. It's still very like grand and majestic. This one's is cool because it's really open looking. Whereas the last one is also very cool, but it's also very enclosed in a lot of places. Where this is just like super wide. You can almost feel the ocean air hitting your face. And like I said, each main town has its own music, day and night versions. I like all the music for all three. There's certain parts of this one that are like, it's cool. All right, who's the person I'm supposed to talk to? Okay, Bateron. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... Ah, well, if it ain't the one and only Thandros Summergrave. I was told a distinguished venturer might be reporting for duty. Fancy that venturer being you, eh? Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for your faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. I want to get to choose... Oh, yeah, this is, Oh, but wait a minute. This cowl is going to replace my... I cannot equip gear to head. No, I think it's not worth it. What does it look like? Try on. Yeah, I don't like these frocks where you have to cover your head. And I think I'm having to take off the headgear that I'm wearing to wear this robe. I'm actually going to lose armor in the end, so that's not worth getting. So I'm just going to take the money. Just give me the money. This is 100 gil, 100 coins. Bateron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, has need of a capable adventurer. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sestash's Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know, but since that nasty business over in Swift Perch, folk have been uneasy, and I say a bit. 'Tis all they can do, not to soil themselves every time the bloodthirsty floorboards creak. Or the bloody floorboard. Not the bloodthirsty. Okay. If you would permit me, Master Bateron, I should be happy to elaborate. Ooh, who's that? Oh, it's another piratey person. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Rayner? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither. In fact, I came to welcome Thandros back to Limsa Laminsa. It is well you have returned. Of course, over the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sestasha Sea Grot included. Who is this Master Bater? That's a good question, Nick. I'm sure it's worth investigating. Maybe he hails from, what was that thing called? The fragrant chamber. Their search revealed little, save that a family of corals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sestasha again. But with the Sahagin, those are like mermen, I think. Those Sahagin. Testing our defenses daily. I'm loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lanoskia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelbliaba. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You're the man. Good luck to you, lad. I think I also have my most recent class quest is out that direction, too. I think I can... Where is this person I'm supposed to talk to? It doesn't matter. I want to come out here anyways. Wait. Yeah, I like this. This is daytime music now. It's pretty epic. Oh, there we are. By the Fisherman's Guild. You hear about Commodore Rayner's investigation, then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. I think that's exactly where I wanted to go. Once you arrive in Western Lognoskia, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. I think I've done that already. I think that's the one that teaches you how to play your class role in groups, which I've done already. That's how I got this fancy armor I'm wearing. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folks there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in Seagrad. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside. One of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Let's see. Can I take a... Turn. Can I take a ferry there? Oh, this is the ferry skipper right here. Okay. Purchase passage to Aleport. The ferry is bound for Airport. You riding with us? For 40 gil? Yep. Western Lanoskia. Wonder how that's actually supposed to be pronounced. I know I'm saying it wrong. It's probably French, like Noshia, Noche. Some right sea shanty music playing here. Alright, I think this is my class quest. Yeah, I think, okay. Upon making a report to Thubbergrim, the acting guildmaster, I think this is for my class guild. Guildmaster has an epiphany regarding the missing assessor's probable destination. So, well, the person that was giving me quests before has gone missing. That's the story. So this is the story quest specifically to my character class. The character class quest, they give you they tend to give you like more. That's how you unlock additional certain spells and skills. Yes, yes. Combat pattern 256 should serve to cover all expected contingencies. You never know when you have to nullify a thaumaturge or two. My retrieval strategy is complete. Okay, this is the assessor. This is the person that like we couldn't find. Thandros, it's good of you to come. I was unable to calculate for certain if you would piece together my movements in time. Very little is certain when so many variables are involved. But there is good news. This prisoner here was kind enough to confirm that the traitor who salvaged the Morning Star's jettisoned cargo did indeed retrieve a tome matching the description of my lost grimoire. Lomensian law and the policies of the Mailvan's Guard would support the confiscation of goods connected to an official inspection, but alas, my personal belongings do not fall under that definition. Thus I intend to launch an unofficial offensive against this black marketeer and his cronies. The peddler has already departed for Candlekeep Quay. Or Key, I guess that's Quay? Q-U-A-Y? Is that Key? Like Florida Keys? Or K? Now I'm getting confused. Candlekeep, I'm going to call it Candlekeep Key. That's probably, I don't know what it is. I'll probably look it up. I Google it. How do I pronounce Quay? Practice.
Key.
It is Key.
Key.
You hear pronounced as Quay a lot, or Quay.
Key.
Key. Okay, that's it. It is Key. All right. Thanks, Nick. You got in there at the same time. You think Quay is probably fine? Despite the nature of this endeavor, Mistress Thumbriggergrim has offered me her cooperation. If you would, pray join her at Ostjon's Embrace. That is where we shall ambush this disreputable Quimblim. This is a smuggling pirate that took something precious from her childhood or something. Probably killed her father too, for all I know. But I know we ran into this guy earlier, and he like fell apart. Like, I guess maybe he captured her, and she was forced to serve on his ship or something. I don't know. Something terrible happened that she's traumatized about. Oh, wow. Oh, they really have sent me to go somewhere, like, way the fuck away from here. Alright, I'm gonna do my main story quest. Have I done this, Aetherite? I can't remember if I have. I have, okay. So I do actually, the Hall of the Novice, I think I've already done those quests, but to train for my character class. But I still get credit for checking in as part of the main story quest. high resolution UI setting. Now I'm thinking about. I'm gonna screw around with this, see if I, because technically, for my resolution, they're saying this might look better, but it also might run like ass. Oh. No, that's fucked up. No, don't like that either. All right, forget I did anything. That sucked. I thought it was going to change, like, the resolution of the game, not, like, just blow up. Okay, that was just for, okay, I got it. It's character lighting. Graphic settings, that's what I was going to look into. Full HD, okay, that's about where we're at. Graphic settings. Custom. Anti-aliasing. Oh, that's what I was going to check, because I noticed that the grass has got a lot of jaggies, but I think that's just because the game is essentially 14 years old, so. Okay. I'm not going to mess with that shit anymore. Seasoned adventurer. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets send word. I hear you are to brave the depths of Sastasha's sea grot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty, no matter what epic tales would have you believe. Strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No use of needed companions. I think this is the first main storyline quest that forces you to group. So we'll see how that goes. I've only ever done it with a healer, too, so... I think DPS is technically supposed to be easier than doing it with a healer, though. Because all you gotta do is try to kill shit. Make sure you're targeting the person the tank is getting the aggro from. And you shall need the training we at the Hall of Novice can provide. I strongly suggest you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission, which I've already done. The smith here oversees the training schedule. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. So, like I was telling you, Evie, like, each character class has a specific role in combat that you're supposed to do. And I didn't realize this, but yeah, the main story quest line, before they force you to go on one of those quests where you have to group and you have to fulfill your role, basically, the main quest takes you to this place to, like, be like, hey, you should really do this training now to learn how you're supposed to do your class when you're in a group with other people. Like, what your role is in a group. Night, Mega Eevee! Smith here overseas. Okay. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of Sastasha's Sea Grot, and he'll furnish you with the details of your duty. And I think that's just where I'm at. Yeah, I already did that part. So this is, I'm gonna do group content, you guys. I stopped already, Brad. I stopped. I just letting you know, this is a live and real action demonstration of how the game will make you go through that tutorial right before you have your first real group quest. That's all I was pointing out. Now the thing is, here's the funny thing is, they put you into this group finder. It automatically matches you with people based on your role. So I think it does like 1 healer, 1 tank, and 2 damage dealers, 2 DPSs. And because so many people want to be DPSs because it's like the easiest to do, it can take a long time to get into a group because you're not in high demand. There's a lot of DPS people out there, but there aren't as many healers or tanks because not as many people want to be healers or tanks because that's like you have a more specific job you have to do in the group. So if you're playing a healer or a tank and you go into one of these queues, you'll very frequently get accepted, auto-sorted into a group based on that role very quickly. I'm curious to see how long it's going to take for my DPS guy to get a group. DPS means damage per second. But when they're referring to classes, that's like, they say there's healers, tanks, which are the ones that take damage, and DPS. That's like sort of the category of character class. And what they basically mean is a DPS is a character who focuses on doing the most damage per second. That's why they call them a DPS class, because their role is to dish out damage. Whereas as like a tank, as a warrior, your role, while you will dish out some damage, your purpose, your role in the group is not to do damage. That's for the other ones. Your role in the group is to keep the enemies angry at you and not hitting anybody else. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty, not some daft sod out on a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship scene slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since the vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats may have a den nearby. I will warn you guys, though, once I am in group content, in a group that may be relying on me to be paying attention to exactly what they're doing and shit like that, my ability to just tune out and not pay attention to the game for 10 minutes at a time is gonna be put on hold. So, you know, what is it? It's gonna be. Hey, where's my 45 seconds of gameplay? No? Oh no. Did I get rid of my 45 seconds of gameplay? No, it's there. Oh, there it is. Okay. So when we received word of men of questionable quality have been seen passing in and out of Stasha here, we weren't merely surprised. Oh my god, Narbomb? No, come on, dude. And I mean, James, it's a pleasure to see you, but there is no Narbombs. I have not seen a Narbomb for very many a year at this time. There's not really Nar around, is it? That'd be very cool. I miss Nar. I'm happy to see you too, James. Is Nar even streaming it ever? Ever? If I found out that Nar was streaming and he was rating me, I'd be so happy. What? Oh shit! But hey, thanks for bringing the Nar bomb though, James. Even if there's no Nar attached to it. Or if there is, I don't know. Is Narcos in here? No? I don't know. No, just do it so he's remembered. I appreciate that. And you know what? That did stir up some old memories of yeah, Nar being YouTube gaming. He was like one of the biggest like he was so open and generous, like spirited to the community, just like such a good guy in this community. He made everybody feel special. I know, like when I met him at VidCon, he seemed to make a big point of really trying to spend some quality time with everybody that he could, and he was just a really, really cool guy. So you've provoked a real existential crisis for G-Law. You have. All right. I yet to see it. I'm going to do the game now, though, because I'm going to be in a group real quick. For I don't know how long, but it's going to happen. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback fancy serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in our people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves, find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here. Pray you don't spot any blue face tattoos. I think that's like these weird pirates that are working for some cult. Some sort of like a cultish leader. All right, duty calls. A dungeon beckons. So, see, are you watching, AV? This is where it's officially, they're like, being like, you're about to be in a group thing now. Just a quick 36 innings of baseball, too. I'll get that right. I'll do that when I'm in the middle of the group content, Brad. While I'm waiting for the tank to decide who he's going to target, I'll play quick 36 innings of baseball. All right, duty calls. A dungeon beckons. Enlist the aid of allied players and NPCs alike to slay monsters, solve mysteries, and defeat the mighty boss lurking in the depths. Conquering dungeons is not only a time-honored tradition of adventurers, but also progresses the main scenario and tests your prowess at a given class or job in a timed environment. Intimidated? Fear not, dear adventurer, for with a little guidance, you too shall be clearing dungeons with confidence in no time. Into the depths, 2 ways to adventure. You may challenge a dungeon via 2 different methods. By calling upon the support of trusty NPCs. Oh, that's something I haven't been able to do before. Maybe this might be new. Now, I have heard that in the higher expansions, you get the ability to not have to group with other real people, but to have like an NPC group that basically knows how to do their roles. I never thought I had access to that, but they're talking about it here. I don't know if that means I have access to that at this point. My understanding is that's a feature that's later in the game. You may challenge dungeon via 2 different methods: by calling upon the support of trusty NPCs or by pooling your talent with other players. Be they best friend or first acquaintance. No matter how you form your party, the trials that await you will be comparable in difficulty and experience. No matter how independent and capable you may be, a dungeon is too mighty a challenge to overcome on one's own. By choosing duty support when accessing the entrance of any applicable dungeon, you will summon a balanced team of skilled NPCs. I'm going to have to see if I can do that, because I've never done that. Choosing duty support. When accessing the entrance, you will summon a balanced team of skilled NPCs. This is new to me. To support you on your path to glory. Just don't forget them once you're rich and famous, yes? After choosing to challenge a dungeon with NPCs via duty support, a party that perfectly complements your current class and job will automatically be created for you. This is new. This is new. I'm learning this right now on the fly, right in front of you guys, how this works. It's pretty major. All that's left to do is register for duty, and you'll be battling monsters in no time. Into the Depths Duty Finder. They say a burden shared is a burden halved. And with the Duty Finder, you can split that burden amongst a team of players who smolder with the same passion for adventure as you do. So this is the traditional way of doing this is the Duty Finder, which automatically does matchmaking for a balanced team of the different types. No need to recruit such teammates yourself. The Duty Finder's matching system will automatically group players according to chosen challenge and other criteria, guaranteeing a balanced and invigorating cooperative experience for all. I know you don't give a shit, Brad. Sorry. I put it right in the description. Sorry, Brad. Just every time you feel like I'm disappointing you, you can look at the description of the stream, front and center. Sorry, Brad. But at least you got something to tank to the bank. That's what it says. Once you've been matched with a party, you will be notified by a bracing sound that the time for battle is at hand. Simply select Commence, and you and your comrades will be delivered into the fray. Remember, the adventurers with whom you are cooperating are fellow players. Take advantage of the full and varied strength your group possesses by communicating respectfully and often. As your journey progresses, more and more dungeons will become available until you find yourself a master of a sea of tribulations overcome. But don't let completion deter you from challenging your favorite duties again. So it means you can redo these things as often as you want if you want to. Once you've done one of them, you can redo them whenever you feel like it. Simply open Duty Support to play through the dungeons you've cleared, or use the Duty Finder to do the same with dungeons not yet supported by the NPC party system. Okay, there's the crux. Dungeons not yet supported by the NPC party system. So maybe I'm not, maybe this is like what I thought that, but they've been adding support to the old school dungeons over time. Maybe they are supported now. I don't know. We'll find out. You had a fantastic time at the bank. You told them it was GLA time. Got beaten viciously, but it was all worth it. Well, that makes me happy that, I mean, not that you got beaten. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm glad that it was all worthwhile. You know? That's what matters, right? I wonder how Nick, I don't know if Nick's still here, but Nick's had some pretty horrific stories about when he's taken it to the bank. All right. No matter your craving, you're guaranteed to find an adventure to satisfy. While this introduction of dungeons has no doubt been immortalized within the hallowed halls of your mind, if you find yourself in need of a refresher, you may access tutorial information again by selecting the question mark icon in the Duty Support or Duty Finder windows. A true adventurer knows the meaning of duty. Secure your legacy by fulfilling yours. And then you have to click, I understand what I must do, in order for them to let you close this. So this is one of these things where the game is very much like, all right, hey, look at what we're telling you right now. Like, don't just click through this and not read what we said and then find yourself in a group fucking shit up. You have to read this. They're warning you this whole time, but they're doing a lot to give you a heads up, and they do a lot to try to prep you leading into this. The bank is an awful place full of awful people. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm very sorry. I feel bad that I keep sending you guys to the bank and you keep having these terrible experiences. I might need to refill my water. MMORPG 101 with lawyer. Well, here's the thing. Most other MMOs do have this kind of group content, but very few of them actually force you to do it. And most of them, if you don't want to group with other people and play that kind of dungeon, you never have to. Some of the best rewards and stuff are in those places, but you can progress all the way to the end game at top levels without doing that. In this game, literally, you cannot continue to level past a certain point, and you cannot continue the main storyline unless you do these things, unless you do these quests when it's time to do them. So that's a big difference, and that's one reason too why I put off playing Final Fantasy for a long time, because I'm like, I don't like a game that forces me to group, because I do not like to do group content that way. I would prefer not to. But I really like Final Fantasy, and then I think they made it a little easier. And then once I started doing it, I started like, I don't seek it out intentionally. Like, oh, I'm gonna do group stuff today. But when it comes up, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do it. But part of it, too, is I got really used to doing it as a healer. So I'm hoping that DPS is supposed to be a little easier, but we'll see. You know what? Before I go in there, I'm going to really quick do a little bit of combat, because I haven't played this character in a couple weeks. Let's see. I summoned the Fire Eevee. All right, gonna do this. Then the Eevee turned golden and is running after. And most of this, I'm not controlling those little Eevees, but all these combat effects are like based on these different aspects that the Eevees can have. These little Eevees. I keep calling them Eevees, but they're not Eevees. They're carbuncles. I think I'm gonna get rid of my little ship buddy. I do like cactars. I don't think there are any over here. Am I level synced? Contraband delivered. Oh, I've got to deliver contraband to somebody? Alright. I forgot, I'm not just here to kill people. I'm doing this little, like, this is a open world content. Okay. You're collecting boxes that you have to bring over to this guy. Maybe I should hide my contraband in my fragrant chamber. Alright, I'm gonna turn in... You sons of bitches. Alright. So let's deliver some more contraband. I think we're gonna wrap... This is gonna finish it up. You've accomplished... Objective accomplished. Yes, alright. So... Nearly complete. I guess we got a little bit more to deliver to these guys. Oh, it's done. So that's like just a random group quest that appears. There's a bunch of those everywhere. I don't know if you've done any of those, but you can join them or not join them. I figured it would be a good chance for me to reacquaint myself with my character. There's a lot going on with my character that I still don't really understand how it all works, aside from I know how to make the damage happen. But there's all these little gauges and shit. I don't know exactly how they like what they're doing. They're just keeping track of like what I can summon the various level of creature, but this is supposed to be a simple-ish class, but it's not. Okay. Oh, it says I can enter with a party of NPCs. I want to try that. It'll let me. Yeah. All right, let me try it. The Yokai Watch quest is dependent on those Fates quests. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. I mean, I know you've mentioned it before, but the Yokai Watch thing is a thing that I don't know what that is. All right, big dungeon. So apparently, this is my first time doing a group dungeon. They're not without other people. I have Eager Marauder, Eager Thaumaturge, and Eager Conjurer along with me. So clearing instance raids. Instance raids come with several rules, including time limits and restrictions on changing classes or jobs. Instance areas can be left at any time by using an exit or selecting leave from the duty finder, but by doing so, remember that you will be abandoning your party in the process. Exits will also appear after defeating a raid boss, allowing your party easy access out of the area without having to backtrack. So that's one thing to keep in mind is like, don't join one of these things unless you've got like a half hour to an hour. Maybe plan to have an hour that you can play without stopping. If you think someone's going to show up at your house anytime in the next half hour, whatever, you got something that's going to take you away, it's very rude to join a group like this, like if it's other players, and to be like, well, my mom's about to call me to dinner any second, but I'm going to join this group. And then 5 seconds later, you just like, gotta go, boom. And then you log off. All of a sudden, that group is kind of fucked. So, something to keep in mind. When you are going to do group content, make sure that you've got, it doesn't have to necessarily be hours and hours and hours, but make sure that you've got like, maybe your next hour is clear of any obligations or potential obligations that you're aware of that are going to make you stop. I mean, sometimes people will have to stop or their internet crashes or whatever. It happens. But you got to do your best to, if you're going to be in a group with other people and you're going to join this kind of instance, to make sure that you're not like going to bail on them if you can help it. I don't think this is going to be an hour. Once a boss has been engaged, players will be unable to enter or leave the immediate area. Make sure that all your party members are nearby and prepared beforehand, lest you incur their undying wrath. If you are KO'd, that's killed, during an instance raid, you may either have a party member raise you, or choose to return to the instance entrance. And I do have a raise skill at this point. Oh, yes, resurrection. Limit break. Limit breaks are powerful actions which are only available to parties of 4 or more members. The actions can be executed when the party's limit gauge is full. That's actually a mechanic from going back to the single-player games way back. The gauge is located directly above the party list. So that's looking up here at the top left. That's the limit gauge, at the limit break gauge. It usually opens you up to be able to do like a powerful attack. The limit gauge will slowly fill as battle progresses, while certain acts of heroism, such as curing an ally while they are on the brink of death or preventing an enemy from using a special attack, will cause the gauge to rise quicker. The limit break trigger is located in the Actions and Trait menu under General. It can be set to your heart bar for easy access. All right, I am going to find that under general limit break. And I'm going to put that right here next to my resurrect. There are 5 different types of limit break. Single attack, target, melee. Attack to all targets in a straight line, ranged. Area effect tax, caster, that's mine. Increased party defense, tank, and HP restoration healer. Which type is used depends on the class job of the person who initiates the action. Limit gauge length varies depending on party size and battle type. The more party members you have, the more difficult the foe you face, the more options you will have. So does that mean any one person? Is it like a party gauge and one person pushes the button and ends up using it for the whole party? Or each person has their own? That's why I can't remember if that's the case. Luckily, oh, there's that timer, 85 minutes. So, hey, if I dick around too much, this can't last longer than 85 minutes, Brad. Defiance. Can I make the, I want to make the all right. Black Bat. See, the thing is like, when you're really playing in a group, the tank is the one that should be initiating combat. And then you target what they're attacking, because they're holding aggro. Dick around and throw the carbuncle in a pit. I'll use that with the... I can do that with the power of my imagination, Brad. I know you love it when I use the power of my imagination. A bloody memo. You find a blood-stained scrap of parchment with a message scrawled upon in faded ink. The captain likes his cabbage green. So this is, I mean, the thing is, some of these dungeons you probably benefit from having other people, because some of them are, like, you have to figure out what you're supposed to do, and having someone that's played through it before is a good thing. But I'm kind of... This is the first time I've ever been able to use NPCs. I'm kind of hyped about that, because you know how I am. I did eat it. I stuck it right in my fragrant chamber, and then I ate it. See, I'm terrible at this. I'm pretty sure, yeah, so far this is pretty linear, so it's not like I can get lost. Some of these dungeons get a little harder to navigate. But see, one thing that I keep doing, and maybe there's an easier way to do this. There we go. Okay. I target the tank in my group, the eager marauder. And then once combat has started, I think I have to initiate the combat, but once the combat started, if I target him, it'll show me who he's targeting and who he's fighting. And that's the one I want to focus on. Oh, he's eating through this. These things are like easy pickings. Alright. See, I didn't even know exactly what the fuck was going on just there. Typical G-Law shit. It is actually, if you take a time to actually look around, it is pretty. Alright, I think I need to go this way. Oh, and then we actually run across this stuff. That's kind of cool. Alright, we should, there we go. All right. You can sort of see how this is working. That big guy up front, the Marauder, he's the one that's up there in everyone's faces, and me and this other caster are hanging back. The other caster's a healer too, so presumably they're casting heal spells as the Marauder's being hit. just get in their faces. I mean, there's nothing stopping me except for the fact that if they do any damage in an area around them, I'd die pretty quick. But, Brad, I think you'd be really good at this game. Based on you just have a keen strategic sense. If you're sitting there eating all the quest items, trying to play baseball. Oh, what's this? Blue coral formation. You find a switch. Press it. Well, what did that do? God, you wish it was baseball? I know, Brad. Again, I'm sorry. See description. Oh, wait, did it not? I pulled the lever, and it looks like the map says I'm supposed to be able to go this way, but then I didn't. Oh, there's another one over here. Okay. Something move in the distance. There's an inconspicuous switch. This is sort of like a boss thingy. Yeah! Alright. Got plunderer earrings. Oh, let's see if we do my auto recommended gear. Yep, those earrings. So let's see. We're gonna update my Arcanist job. Reassign gear. Alright. YouTube's recommended my stream after watching Zeppela HQZ, MT Capture Z, Athars, I don't know what all those are. Asmund Golds with a Z? There's lots of Z's on those names. Then they recommended me. After you watched other Final Fantasy XIV streams. Well, I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. I don't believe I can make any claim to be playing it particularly well. But I'm playing it. Alright. Going further into the dead man's drink. Can I go in here? This is a door? No. It's barred. Alright, go get him. Yeah, it gave me Lawyer Z right here. You know it, Brad. And then next time, when he gets the next video recommended, or she, she can go and just add my name to the list. Right after Digitsy, she can say also Gaming Lawyer Z is too. And then she got recommended to the next one. All right, go get him, boys. Here. Gonna do the thing where you... Oh, there you go. You get close enough, the Marauder will initiate attacks. So that's good. Marauder. No. Try and catch me! Oh, they're running off. Okay. Eager Carter, where has he run off to? Best we keep on our guard. Like my NPC companions having things to say. Just like a real group never does. These days when you group with people, for the most part, it's a silent affair. Unless you're brand new. If you're brand new, it's maybe not a bad idea to be like, I'm new, it's my first time I ever been in a group, so let me know if I'm doing anything wrong. I've done that a few times, going into groups and dungeons for the first time in this game. Alright, you're gonna, Alright. Who's this little one? You must save us. Guess we're saving people now, huh? Alright. You go. Go get him. I gotta see if there's some command where I can easily just target someone else's target. Because every time we kill someone, I target the tank. So, oh, he's already done. So basically, I target the tank, and then he shows up here, and if he targets somebody, it pops up here, and then I click that and target that. Captain's quarters key. Captain's quarters up there. Oh, he's fighting this guy already. Okay. No, hold on. I think there's more stuff for us to look at here. Can I open all these gates? The door is locked tight. Okay, so maybe I just can't open all those. So we came this way. And then is this another gate that's locked? Alright, I am gonna see if there's some... Oh, let's see. Key to the hole. Key to the hole. I'm gonna see really quick if there's some sort of a... Movement settings. Filters character target. Automatically lock on target when initiating. No. Disable, switch target, auto targeting. Enable full auto target. Well, I'd like to see if there's some easy way to make myself target one of my teammates' targets, which is what you want to be doing as a DPS. Enable selection of targets nearest to mouse cursor. Or if there's an actual key to, like, target your target's target. Auto target. General filters, character, mouse. Item settings, UI settings, display name settings, hotbar settings, Windows settings. Actions. System configuration, keybind. Movement, targeting. Cycle through enemies, target self, target party members. Target the target of your current target. Assist target. Okay. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want to do. All right, I'm going to come up with a... I'm going to sign that key. All right, and this is... I do have a key set up for that. But, okay, I think I'm going to try this. Keyboard function, rebind to T. So now I've got a couple quick keys in a row set up on my little speed pad, so that I'll target party member number 2 and hit the key next to it to target their target. All right. So hopefully this is going to streamline. The thing is, I'll have to change it every time I join a new group, depending on which number in the group this is target group number 2. Group member number 2 is the tank. So, all right. Gonna unlock the door to the hole. I have a bad feeling about this. We let these people out? Yeah, you're free. Get any other good stuff out of this treasure chest? I got a plundered cavalier's hat. Recommend gear. Ooh, that is whip. How does this hat look? I'm just curious. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I might wear this hat for a minute. I like my hair. But wait a minute. Is everyone else in the group wearing the same hat? Do I look like a poser now? Doesn't matter. I'll keep the hat on for a little while. It's got some flair to it. Actually, I'm already over it. Hat. There we go. Now, I'm still wearing the hat. It's just not showing on my character. Usually, I like to see their hair and not their hats. Because unless it's a really cool hat, frequently I like their hair that I've selected for them better than their hat. Alright, going into the captain's quarters. Oh, this captain's going down pretty quick. Oh, I thought that was going to be more of a thing. Okay, it looks like he dropped the key to the other door that we couldn't open. The Wave Rider gate key. Does he have any... I mean, there's very clearly treasure chests all over the place, but I can't loot them. That's a little taunting. If I see a room filled with open treasure chests with gold and jewels all over the place, I really want to be able to pick that up and put it in my pocket. But it's a little bit like if you ever go to Disneyland, you go on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, you get to see all that treasure, but you can't touch it. You have to stay on your little boat and watch it go by. It's another captain. All right. Let's get, me and my little pet. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that worked. Turning into the gold pet. Go get him, boy. Turning into the red fire pet. Wait a minute. Is this super loud now? Now I'm looking at the audio meter and it feels like super fucking loud. I swear, getting the right audio balance, I'm 8 years into streaming and I constantly realize I fucked it up. Okay, good. I just looked over at my OBS meter and it looked like desktop audio was fucking like super loud. Alright. You can still hear. Okay, good deal. Anything down here? A little treasure chest down here for us? No. Just a little dead end room. Nothing to see here. You think it is a little loud? Alright, I'm gonna turn it down just a touch. Okay. I turned it down a touch. Yeah, and the music got really loud in some of these boss battles, too. The tank keeps switching targets. Now, so far, nothing's trying to kill me, but if I'm attacking stuff that he's not attacking, that could be a problem. Go get him. All right. There you go. All right, these little hotkeys I set up are actually working pretty well. All right. Oh, I think this is the, hold on a second. I think this is the boss fight. The boss. Big boss. Phew, you sully spawning ground shore walker. Come on, go get him, boy. Go get him, boys. Some stuff happens here. So these guys. Like extra ads come in, and we gotta focus on taking those out. Ooh. I think we won. Nice. Yeah, we so badass. Look at us. Action learned outburst. Oh, I'm getting new spells. Oh, shit. More spells to understand. Okay. Well, I think we're going to move Summon Carbuncle up here. Maybe even Resurrection and Limit Break. No, I'll keep Resurrection over here. Move that over there. Lucid Dreaming. Gradually restores on MP. Because they add things to your bar automatically. And I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Here they are. Outburst deals unaspected damage with a potency of 100 to target and all enemies nearby. So it's an area of effect spell. Interesting. With a cooldown. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this. And rain. Alright, we'll see how this all plays out. There's just new abilities. This character's actually got a lot more buttons than I was expecting, this class. Especially compared to the Summoner White Mage, which is like super basic. Alright, treasure chest. I got a plundered staff. Let's see, what's that all about? Is it a better staff than what I got? You're recommended. Oh, I don't use stabs. That's right. Alright, never mind. No bigs for me. Alright, there's nothing else here, I don't think. Leave duty. Duty. What'd you think of that, Brad? Wasn't that exciting? Hell, it did take like an hour, didn't it? I think that did, but a lot of it was like reading shit. Oh, and I'm out of water too. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go grab some water because I'm out of it. I can't believe he would have fallen asleep. So Millie discovered me while I was getting water and was super happy to see me. Yeah, okay, but don't attack the green screen. Yeah, don't attack the green screen. She's very suspicious of the green screen. Oh yeah, she's right. Right down here. What are you doing, Moo? What are you doing, Moo? All right, I think she was probably sleeping and she saw me moving around and woke up, so I kind of want to keep from overstimulating her. All right, let's recreate the illusion that I'm inside the game. There we go. There. Now you all can believe again that I'm really inside Final Fantasy XIV. And not in a semi-messy puppy room. All right, illusion retained. Hey, Brian. Good to see you again. Welcome back. Good evening. Although, now Brian has seen my secret. That I'm not really inside the video game. As much as I like to present otherwise to you all. All right. All right, so now I need to just go back to the drowning wench. Which I think I can teleport back. What's even the point? No, I am. Look, you can totally tell. I'm in the lower decks. I look up here. I can see it says the big words right up here. It's really, I'm really seeing that. It's right. It's giant. It's taking up the whole, oh my God. Look at this. This is amazing. I'm really here. I'm really here, you guys. I'm not secretly in this other messy room where my puppy lives with me. I'm inside this game. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Brian? I'm glad it's almost Friday. Just enjoying a little bit of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 14. Thursday night is my official weekly stream night. Which is the highlight of at least 2 people's week. At least 2 people in the world look forward all week to Thursday night, because I will be streaming. Alright, we're gonna go to the Drowning Wrench. The Drowning Wench. I keep wanting to call it the Wrench. Bring me a drink, Wrench. What is that one? I'm gonna have to talk to her and see what's up with her. Got back into RuneScape with a friend. It's making you feel old, but been a great day. The thing about RuneScape is, like, people who played it when they were kids are now in, like, their 30, like, they're pushing 30. But when RuneScape came out, I was already in my 30s. So don't talk to me about feeling old, all right? Unless you're, you know, you started playing in your 30s. Although I've been tempted to dabble in RuneScape once or twice. I have an account, and I played it a little bit. Alright, let's see what's going on with Bateron. As Nick said earlier, who is this Master Bader? everyone is speaking about. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was mine. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sestasha? Yeah, I just nod, yeah. Humph! It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor. None the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. This is another group that was gonna try and do the same job, but I did it instead. You're right, of course, but there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Azoria. Orzia. I mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers, yet unborn, to follow our shining examples. These people basically want to be an adventuring group. Like the big adventuring group in the realm. Sorry, buddy. That's me. You find you de-aged compared to when you played in your teens. Okay. Oh, so you might be in your 30s then. You played in your teens, and the game's been out 20 years almost. It's been out 20 years, right? So it depends on when you played, how old you are now. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. It's quite the motivational speaker. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eyes on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. I kind of like it. It's positive. Would you not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, sir. Alright, go about your bad self. Bye. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tail to tail, I'll wager. I guess I'm telling him the tale of what just happened. Fishbacks! And there I was thinking you only have to crack a pirate skull or 3, 7 hells. You turned your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards set up shop at your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'd be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sestasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. Thanks for shedding some light on this mystery. I knew you'd get the job done, lad. You always do. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but and just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. Just so happens, I've got a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk in need of a venture we can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade, but after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt that it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready and I'll lay it out for you. Alright. Party Finder unlocked. Alright. Alright, you know what? Before I take this job, I am going to go to my guild. Oh, no. No, it's not here. Okay, no, I am going to take the job. But I think I'm going to take my next class quest. I'm going to finish my next profession quest before I do this. This is a main story quest. Ready to hear about that job, then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know, but whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt that it pose any trouble for adventure has survived the Bedlam and Sestasha. If you think you might be interested, you want to have words with Mother Mion, be counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, mate. All right, that's like the tavern keeper, main quest giver in the forest town of Gridania, which is where my healer character lives. But we're going to take care of this other quest first. That's here. I think it might be. It could be fine to. Yeah, we're gonna just run. Although I think I'm high enough level to unlock a mount, but I have to. I think I have to progress the main storyline far enough to do it. So much of what you get in this game is contingent on you progressing the main story quest. So it's not just like, oh, you're level 20, now you can get a mount that you can ride. That's sort of the way other MMOs are, but this one very much like unlocks content and things for you based on how far you are in the story. You know what? Here, this little boat following me around, it's a little busy. We'll save her for special occasions. And I think we're going up here. And I'm gonna skip, there's a public quest occurring, a random public quest. I'm gonna skip right on past that. We're just gonna focus on our own personal business and main quest. Those fates, those random quests, those would be good to pick up if I was leveling a second profession. Alright, this person's from my guild. Greetings, Sandros. Your arrival completes our small company. You are equipped for battle, I trust. We need not await Kiala's arrival. Once the Kurum appears on the bridge, we spring our ambush. Alright, I may not be able to say the word, but I'm ready for the ambush. The strategy for trapping our target relies on the two allies we have concealed on the other side of the ravine. This pincher maneuver was, naturally, the Foreseer's idea. As for the target himself, the Quigrim is known as a careful and cautious fellow. He travels with a small retinue so as to avoid attracting attention, but do not be fooled. More bodyguards follow at a distance, and will likely join the fray after hostilities ensue. So what we're doing now is one of our guildmates found that this smuggler person, who I think captured them once, has something like that is very precious to them, that belongs to them. And we're trying to get it back. Do not, however, expect any assistance from the Yellow Jackets. That's like the local law enforcement. They cannot be seen aiding us in what amounts to a personal matter, but they are willing to turn a blind eye for Kiala's sake. In any case, the Foreseer's tactics account for our limited numbers and individual strengths. Victory is all but assured. Now let us take up our positions and wait for the Quigrim to arrive. Alright, so I'm going to go to my position. Oh, destination. It's just like right here. Just going to go stand on this destination and click it. Waiting. Level sync to... If you are above the maximum allowed level, you'll be synced to level 24. So, that means that I've actually leveled too high. So they're going to reduce my level down to level 24 so that I'll be at the appropriate level for this. Which is kind of cool that this game does that. Like, pretty much, it never wants you to be, like, at least on main story quests, it never wants you to be over-leveled. For the world, you are. When you're out in the world, you become badass and you kill everything. But for your story quests, they like to sync you to the correct level. That also makes sure you get experience for it. Because you're fighting stuff that you're way higher than, you don't get experience. Oh, looks like they're onto something. Defeat Kikaroon's mercenaries. What is it? I can summon Emerald now. What does that do? Oh wow, this is gonna have to, I think, maybe heal some of my companions. I do have some healing spells, just not a ton. All right, that was quite the battle. All right, here's the thing we were looking for. That our King Quaili's Grimoire. Quaili's Grimoire. Well executed, everyone. Were you able to retrieve my grimoire? Thandros, pray hand over the tome. It's ruined. My wonderful grimoire is ruined. The probability of repairing this degree of damage is 0%. Even the most brilliant strategy cannot undo such ravages of seawater. Oh no, everyone is so sad for her. I've never felt so defeated. I believe it is time I returned home. Leave her be. But how can I? He's right, Estroda. You must allow Kiara to process the loss. And you have other matters to which you must attend. Come, Thandros. It is time we return to the guild as well. Alright. And now we're going back to the guild. I think I can teleport back to town. And there's a local teleporter right next to the guild, too. That I've unlocked. So I can just go straight here. And go to the Aethernet. This is local transportation. Going to the Arcanists Guild. They slump forward. Yeah. Ah, here we go. Not quite the victory we imagined, was it? The moment Kiara beheld her soaked and tattered grimoire, you could see the light of hope die in her eyes. There is, however, something we can do. I will call upon your aid soon, but in the meantime, you'd be well served to deepen your knowledge of Arcanima. I'm pretty sure I'm high enough level to progress to the next quest. All right, what do we got here? No. Gloves that are slightly better than the gloves I have, and shoes that are slightly better than the shoes I have. All right, let's see how they look. Well, okay, jeez. Why do you got them? Okay, I guess they really want to highlight. So there's black gloves. Reset display. But what am I wearing now? Display gear. I think I like the gloves I have look cooler than this. Alright, what about the dress shoes? Let's try them on. I like the shoes I'm wearing now better anyways, too. You know what? They're not that much better than what I've got. I think I'm just gonna take the money. Yeah, like, sometimes you get like an outfit that you really like, and you're like, I can get this new piece of gear that's like 1% better, but looks like cock compared to what I'm wearing. Like, I think I'll keep what I'm wearing. Okay. Have you come to ask about Kalia's condition? The Foreseer is unchanged. She walks about as if all the joy in life has been leached from her soul. Oh, poor girl. I believe the only one who can help her now is the same person who broke Clea out of her shell the first time. Our absent guild master. And though I am leery of the coincidence, the man himself has at long last been spotted. Should you seek out his last known location, it is unlikely he will still be there. And even should you catch him, he may not deign to speak with you. Nevertheless, this may be our only chance. Pray travel to Memurian's trading post in Upper London, and speak with anyone who might have seen the guildmaster. Oh, and one more thing. Though he prefers us not to use it for some inexplicable reason, our leader's name is Kirid Tia. You just realize it's 1 a.m.? Yeah, I shouldn't stay up too much later either, but that's totally understandable. It's only 11:15 where I am. But thanks for coming by. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. All right. So if I take that teleport to Aleport, I think I'll do that. Alright. And I'm gonna go sort of up the way that I just was for that group dungeon, except go right, walk on right past it. I should probably think about stopping streaming before too long myself. But I'm having fun. Like it's like I'm having one of those times playing Final Fantasy where I kind of am like, I'll just stay up a little later. I want to play a little more. I still feel like playing just a little more. Oh yeah, that town music's got like the sea shanty music. Oakwood. Oh boy, I think I remember this. I remember this place. I don't remember. There's some 50th level shit in here too. A wild wolf. It reminds me of Millie. Yep. That's what you get for biting, Millie. We're trying to teach Millie not to bite. Don't bite. No bite. I think I remember this area because when I fought here before, I was doing all the quests. And now I'm just literally doing, like, the main story quest and my professions quest. Evening, sir. Aye, I was the one who sent word to your guild about spotting your leader. It's a right rare sight to see Kiratia roaming about. He asked me the way to Thalios. Could be he was seeking to speak with the scholar who lives out there. Let's see, is that... Alright. Where is this ferry? Does this ferry skipper take me different places? No, I don't want to go to Jujurune's trading post. I was just curious if they would take me back to the main town or something. I forget, this game, can you go... I don't think you can go in the water. Oh, I did go in the water. Some MMOs do not let you go in the water. I don't think I can dive, though. Let's see, I need to get up there. Is that over here? Is it in this house? Hey! It's not the guild leader, but let's see. Hello there. Why, yes, I did receive a visit from a gentleman identifying himself as the Arcanist's Guildmaster. An odd fellow, but obviously well possessed of a well-rounded education. As it so happens, he bid me pass on a message to anyone who came searching for him. Ahem! Reunited, the 3 slips of parchment hold the problem to the solution. The Guildmaster mentioned that the slips of parchment are concealed among the bones of Thalios. I suppose you are expected to search for them. Ah, a mystery. One of the first things you did was jump in the water, see if you can swim in it. Yeah, some games just, like, block you and just don't let you jump in it at all. Some games like this, I think Lord of the Rings Online is the same way. You can jump in the water, but you're just, like, swimming on the surface. And other games like World of Warcraft and certain other ones, like, you can dive into the water and swim around, have... like, the underwater is a whole other world happening that you can explore. Oh, alright. So, I'm looking for hidden slips of parchment. Apparently there's one up here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Hidden parchment. Wait, what's that? So there's some monsters over there. Okay, we got one. There's another one over here. There's some monsters over there I might have to fight. Yep, I think we're gonna have to fight these guys. Let's see, I'm gonna use the Emerald EV thingy. Got an area of attack spell. Oh, I'm getting hurt right now. Alright. Oh, I think I accidentally aggroed this thing, too. I accidentally pissed off the bumble beetle. I think I was casting a spell that damages in an area. Probably accidentally got caught in the blast radius. I'm starting to think I probably didn't need to fight those guys. I see another parchment over there. Okay, there's a page. Alright, there's definitely a page over here somewhere. I think I missed it. Or is it down below? Oh, you son of a bitch. They respawn really fast. Oh, there it is. Wow, they really did make this kind of hard to find, didn't they? Wow, okay. That was tricksy. That was tricksy. Really down on the bones there. Alright. See, can I get back down there without killing myself? Could jump in the water. Oh, I guess it's not going to let me do that. The other thing, one thing about this game is it doesn't let you go everywhere. Like, sometimes it's like, no, you can't go there. You can't go that way. I'm not exactly sure how to get back up, though, now that I'm down here. Maybe this is... no? This? This is, This is a little bit... This is a little bit screwed up. This feels like an area like you're not supposed to actually go. That, for some reason, it made me go anyway. Alright, maybe I'm gonna luck out here and be able to get... Sheesh! Alright. Yeah, that was kind of a... That was kind of a pain in the tuchus. What I used to do in platformer puzzles. I'm still not entirely sure that that page was actually supposed to be down in that hole. Because this game almost never tries to challenge you that way. Like, making it hard to physically get to like a spot. Have you tracked down those 3 slips of parchment? Why, yes, I have. Here they are. Interesting. They actually exist. To be perfectly honest, I thought you'd been sent on a wild dodo chase. Let's see. Oh, I accidentally clicked. Okay, here goes what it says. Seek the box at Fool Falls. Dance a jig for your wooden audience. Claim the secret from the opened heart. So I have to go someplace and do a dance? The most cryptic set of instructions, I must say. Do you intend to follow them? This guildmaster of yours certainly enjoys his games. Alright, so what am I supposed to do now? I need to dance before the old wooden box at Fool Falls. Oh, Fool Falls is like far away. Ish. Alright. I'm gonna need to go down here and then around. Alright, well, at least these guys aren't. It's not like I'm walking through a whole bunch of hostiles. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. It's like they're gonna make me jump right into a kobold's camp. There's still stuff I gotta fight, but... The old wooden box. And I gotta dance a jig? Jammed shut. Okay. I'm gonna dance. Slash dance. Alright, I feel like a fool. The box rattles and thumps about, as if something within seeks to be freed. It appears the lid has been loosened somewhat. Now, let's try it again. Uh-oh! That's not cool. Oh, I'm about to die. Alright, time for some self-healing. Jinkies. Open, okay. Now it says open the wooden box. Is it gonna, are a bunch of slugs gonna come try and kill me again? You find a slip of parchment. inside the box. If there are answers you would seek, then to a trading post now go. Before the owner be not meek. With your 2 feet, provide a show. Another dance? Challenge. Perhaps. Alright. I want to say that little guy who was had the boat to that trading post, that's the one we gotta go to. Alright. I don't want to fight every monster on the way back. Oh, looks like I'm fighting at least this one. Alright, down you go, buddy. Feel like I finished him off by hitting him on the noggin with my book, like physically. That was kind of fun. Back across the little lake here. Dance for memory. All right. Dance. Dance. Dancing. I'm dancing. Hey, it's the Guildmaster. Ah, now that was most entertaining. I must have something to amuse me during these little jaunts back to civilization, you understand. Based on my evaluation of your abilities, however, I calculated that you would arrive at this point somewhat earlier. You balked at the dancing, didn't you? I never expected you to be so shy. Hey, another variable to add to your list of characteristics. I keep extensive mental notes of all the guild's members, you see. As an arcanist, it was a simple matter to engineer events so that I might meet you face to face. After all, strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. I do so enjoy seeing others dance in the palm of my hand, as it were. Here, you may have this. Think of it as payment for your performance. Though you might consider passing the tome on to Kilaya. That is the reason you sought me out, was it not? Before you give Kilaya the grimoire, however, I must insist that you dance for her. I will know if you don't. Oh, that's weird and sweet. Yawn. All this banal interaction has simply exhausted me. It is time I returned to my studies. You, on the other hand, should travel forthwith to the anchor yard at Limsa. Be well, Thandros, we shall meet again. I am 100% certain of it. He's quite an eccentric character. Alright. Now we gotta go back and find Kilaya, and dance for her. Which I fully intend to do. Teleport back. So I think once I've completed this quest, I'm going to call it a night. Alright, so where's she at? Is she back at the guild? Oh, the anchor yard. I don't know if I've ever been to the anchor yard before. Alright, looks like the aft castle is the closest teleport point. And okay. And then go this way. This is quite the little jog. There she is. All right, I'm gonna do the dance. All right, Kalaya. I will dance for you now, as instructed by a great guild master. Dance! A dancing! Dancing! My little tookus. There you go. Were you always one for dancing? I don't recall any such Ah, you've met our guild master, haven't you? Yes. That would explain your odd behavior. He does so enjoy seeing people perform unexpected acts of frivolity. But what could have spurred our reticent guildmaster to speak with you in person? Here's the new grimoire to replace the one that you got busted. He wanted me to give it to you. He gave you this grimoire to give to me? Uncanny. It is identical to the tome I received the first time I ever met our leader. So the one that got ruined was like, this same guild leader gave her that grimoire. Now that I remember that story. That was the one we were trying to get a couple of quests back that had been taken away by these smugglers and ruined. And that she was all upset that got ruined. Was special to her because it was a gift from this guild master. Like when she first joined. You have my thanks, Thandros. The guildmaster is fond of games and mischief, and I understand the troublesome trials he likely put you through before deeming you worthy of his attention. With this gift, however, his message to me is abundantly clear. I am to shape reality into the one I desire. And that means defeating Dosmaga. Gods, my mind is alive again with strategies. I must have time to think. Pray inform Mr. Sturmgerburn of my return to duty. I have to go back to the Arcanist Guild to turn in the quest. Yeah. Just about every town that I'm in, I'm like, oh, this is my favorite town. I like this music, and it's so, like, bright, and anyways. That's a sign of good game design, when every time you go into a town, you feel like it's your favorite town. And you feel like the music for that town is your favorite town music. Alright, we're gonna teleport to the Arcanist Guild. You're right, Nick. I agree. It's no Stormwind theme. But it's very Final Fantasy. Claia has recovered from her despondency? This is wonderful news, and we have you to thank for it. It is unfortunate, however, that both Claia and our guildmaster are possessed of such impenetrable personalities. But at least in this case of the Foreseer, we'll have an inkling as to the nature of the cage that imprisons her. I continue to hope that her partnership with you shall gradually pry those bars apart. Return to your training, Thandros, and prepare yourself for the demanding tactics Claire is sure to formulate in days ahead. What do we got? Nope. Oh wait, does this one not require? That probably looks dumb. It's not awful, but I really like my cloak better, and it's not very much better. Alright. What are these ring bands? Try on. Oh, these are gloves? Okay. Compared to what I got, these gloves are just so badass. Okay, and these gloves are, they're a little better. What about the shoes? Green shoes? Green shoes? Oh, man. But these are some significant stat increases, though. Alright, I think wait, what are these spectacles? Ooh, hold on. I might actually make these visible. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take the spectacles. And then I'm gonna get my best gear set. And now I'm gonna make the spectacles visible. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I like that better than like a combat helmet or a weird hat. Like now he looks cool. He's got his book, his magic book that he uses for spells, and he's got these cool little glasses. All right, I'm gonna keep these visible, because then I can still see his glorious hair that I enjoy. And I think I might fly to Gridania, you know, just so that I'll be ready to continue my quest. The main story quest is going to Gridania. I'm dragging my feet about stopping playing, but I do need to stop. I need to get off the stream. I'm like, I just need to do one more thing and then I'll stop. But for reals. Although I did notice there were some other weird quests downstairs. Before I leave town, I'm gonna go downstairs. See what... to the drowning wench. Yeah, these two people. What are they doing? Beauty is only scalp deep. What's that? Oh, I'm gonna do this. Okay, no, this is the quest that unlocks your ability to to change your hair and stuff. Okay, this is kind of fun. I don't think it takes that long either. Rumors of a dangerous madman about town have subdued you ill at ease. You're either a brave man or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa today, what with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You'd not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it said he brandished his blade so long and sharp they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Shudder. Or was the scream she just heard outside? Okay. Got here. Yeah. Now this is another example of this quest only unlocked after I hit a certain level. And in any other MMO, they don't make any big deal about you. Like in World of Warcraft, literally, I think at any level, you just walk into one of the shops in town, has a barber shop symbol on it. You just walk in, you pay them a few gold, and you change your appearance. This one, they're having this whole thing about this super eccentric hairdresser that's being mistaken for a serial killer because he's got big scissors. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him, toss him in gaol, throw away the key, or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care, just to do something. Woe is me, whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons, I saved every last gill of my husband. Okay, what's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Limentian oohing and awing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead and have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. That means I need to target him and do /doubt. I'm doubting you, sir. Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take her side. For shame. Is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal. The tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto thee 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has been so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Hanaza of Nalding, Vermes, Guildmaster Beaton of Grenadian Carpenters Guild, and Severian Alchemist of the Alchemist Guild in Ulda. Oh, I guess I gotta go to a bunch of places to unlock this. If there's one ounce of compassion in you, seek them out, and tell them Jamberlain sent you. When my soul is restored, and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm, will sing your praises. For I, Jamberlain, am none other than Alright. So now I need to go... Well, first I need to go to the Armorers and Blacksmiths Guild in this town. I'm getting so distracted. Remember when I was gonna stop playing? But now I've got to do this. At least visit the one that's right here in town. How could it hurt? No, you know what? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna end up playing until 5 in the morning if I keep this up. Alright. Gotta stop myself. And then I want to see what her quest is too. Maybe it's the one to get my mount. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop myself. I need to get out of here. Stop playing the game. Log out and exit the game. That took a considerable amount of self-control. So, and I suppose it's so there's only 3 people in here, so you know it's probably a good time for me to quit anyways. Barely anybody watching, and I'm getting tired. Brad's probably been asleep for a long time now, because you know it's 3:45 in China where Brad is, so of course he's got to take a nap. I'll bet Nick's asleep. Evie's asleep. I think Evie and Nick. I wonder who the 3 people are who are watching, who are counted as watching right now. I know Evie's one of them because she just lulled. Probably Nick is. He's been monitoring. Do you think the 3rd one's Brad? Oh no. I'd lose that bet. Well, that's why I'm not a betting man. All right, I am gonna wrap it up though, because I kept playing and playing, and then I am getting tired, and I need to stop. I need to eat something, and I need to go to bed. So I think we're gonna, we're gonna end this fairly quickly at this point by just doing what I do. There, see, it's happening. It's happening. No hour-long chat where I read law cases. Wait, where's the... Here it is. This is the button I pushed to make the lullaby start. Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now. Era 23, Nixie, probably Brad, and maybe someone else, who knows. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. You know who I don't think it is? I've lost all hope that it's Joss. Every week I go, I wonder if Joss is going to be here. And he's not. I know he's a busy man, and there's reasons he's not here. Oh, Joss. Wonder where he is tonight. Wonder how he's doing. Oh, Joss!